Okay, hello everyone, welcome to this video with a title, What do people always get wrong about Tromso? Well, I don't know what I'm going to talk about this in this video exactly, so I'm going to ask, what do people always get wrong about Tromso? So that I can explain you with my personal experience as a guide. I'm Valentinos, I have been a guide for 2 years here in Tromso. I am originally from Greece, but I fell in love with Tromso when I was visiting here and I decided to stay potentially forever. So, number one, we have the green sky expectation. Number two is the polar night is not totally dark. Doesn't mean that it's equally to total darkness. Number three, the frozen fallacy. I don't know what the word fallacy means. Thinking the lights are everywhere. No, the distance to activities. Let's take it everything. Number one, the green sky expectation. So that's true. Most people expect that they're gonna come here in Tromsø and they're going to experience the best things at the best northern lights ever. The problem is that sometimes it happens. Sometimes we have northern lights all around you, all over you. There's no clouds, super important, and huge solar activity, and it happens all around you. But these nights are so rare to happen. It is not usual at all for it to happen. So it is only, I will say, 2, maybe 5 times a month if you're lucky on a lucky month. And of course, let's remember we need darkness. But the problem is the social media. Social media are creating a wrong. By the way, I'm trying to make a baguette here that is on the oven. The problem is social media, because on social media we always post the best side of ourselves. So if you travel, let's say in Spain or Colombia or wherever, and it's raining for a week, and then you're traveling for a week and it's raining for 6 days, and one day, last day, it's going to be sunny, of course you're going to post the sunny day, because we always post our best moments on social media. So if on social media you see the huge amazing northern lights, it means that someone has been living here for long to take 1,000 photos, and then from the 1,000 photos you had they selected the best northern lights to post. That's number one. Or a traveler that has been here, maybe they were unlucky, maybe it was cloudy for 6 days straight, and then on the last night they saw amazing northern lights, huge solar activity all around you dancing. So it's very important to remember that not every night we have crazy amazing northern lights. I would say most of the nights we don't, and actually most of the nights we have something that it's not even enough for most people. It's not even good enough. So please have your expectations aligned with what you're going to experience here. Let's go to number two. The polar night is not equal darkness. Let's start with, what is a polar night? The polar night is a period of 2 months, 65, 66 days, starting from mid-November, I would say 20th, 21st of November, and it lasts until 21st, 22nd of January. And this day, the 21st or 22nd of January, is called Soldagen, which means the day of the sun, because the sun returns in Tromsø, because then you can actually see the sun above the horizon. For 2 months, the sun never sets below the horizon. It's always never sets above the horizon. We have 2 months where the sun is always below the horizon, but it doesn't mean that it is completely dark. So, for example, at its highest peak of, let's say, 21st of December, the darkest day of the year, we actually have some daylight from 11 until 1:30. So at 12 o'clock is the peak of the daylight, and it is like, let's say, a beautiful sunset or a beautiful sunrise before the sun goes out or up, or right after the sun went down. So you get this blue light phenomenon where you have some daylight, not a lot, but some daylight. That's what we call a blue hour. So the polar night is not totally darkness, but it means that we do not have the sun. So you will not need sunglasses, you will not need sunscreen, neither of that. I personally am a night owl. I really love the polar night, because it means that it's darkness the whole time, and I can relax my eyes. I don't need to have sunglasses. And also, you have greater chances of northern lights, since in order to experience the northern lights, you need darkness. And since it's already dark from 1:30 or 2 o'clock, you can spot the Northern Lights from 2:30, 3 o'clock. I have seen them right before the afternoon. Or let's say that if it's March, or on March, we only have 5 hours of darkness at some point. So you need to really be there to spot the Northern Lights at 11, 12 o'clock at night, 1 o'clock. As of that was number 2. Number 3, the freezer fallacy. What does it mean? Many travelers pack like they are heading to the South Pole expecting -40 temperatures. No, actually, it is cold. Guys, it is cold. I live here. I'm originally from a warm country. And Tromsø is cold, but don't expect something less than -10, -15 degrees. We have the warm current coming from the Caribbean, and it's all these warm waters, they regulate the temperatures also in the coast of Norway. So from the Caribbean, there, Mexico stuff, there is this current coming from Mexico all the way up to Northern Europe, especially Northern Norway. So it keeps the coast of Norway relatively warm. So it doesn't let the ocean freeze. So consecutively, we don't have freezing temperatures for that long. We have many clouds formed, but the temperatures do not fall less than -10. It is very mild usually. So do not dress up like you're going on an Arctic expedition, but it's going to be cold, because let's say that you wait at -5 or -6, -7 for hours and hours out for the Northern Lights, out of the bus, out of your house. The temperature is -6 for the whole night, but for the first 5 minutes you feel okay. For the first half an hour, okay. For the first hour, it's okay. But when it gets together after 1, 2, 3 hours, you're freezing cold because you need some warmth. So it's going to get cold, but do not expect something like, oh, look at this temperature. So thinking the lights, number 4, thinking the lights are everywhere. Wasn't that the first one as well? The green sky expectation? That's the same thing. The green lights are not everywhere. Let's just elaborate on that. You need to have no clouds in order to spot the Northern Lights. I think the baguette is kind of ready. You don't need, you need to have clear skies. Let's not fall. Clear skies, which means you have to study the weather or hire a company or a private car to get you somewhere where you're not going to have clouds. And the second thing is that you need to end up in a place with low light pollution. So if you're somewhere where, inside the city of Tromsø, for example, you're not going to experience the great Northern Lights because they're not everywhere. But actually, Tromsø is a very good place to find Northern Lights because they're happening in an oval right above Tromsø, or the greater area of Tromsø. So yes, usually they form around the area of Tromsø, but not always. As long as you have darkness and clear skies, then you might experience something good. And number 5, the distance to activities. You might think that, let's say that you have a whale watching tour. A whale watching tour, let's start from that. The tour lasts for 8-9 hours because you need, you get to the boat at 7:30, 8 o'clock starts the tour. You need 3 hours to drive with the boat towards the destination where usually you find the whales. Then you need, let's say, 1-2 hours to hunt. Then you just see a tail, and then you need 3 hours to get back. So 6 hours just to transportation, and then you see the whales for just half an hour. Also the same with Northern Lights. Some nights you need to travel all the way to Finland, which means that you're gonna be on the road for 2 or 3 hours, and then if the tour lasts for 7-8 hours, then how many hours do you have for Northern Lights? 1 or 2, maybe less. It's very important to remember. The same with husky sledding as well, or other activities, or snowmobiling activities. Most of the camps, they are 1 hour, 1.5, 2 hours away from Tromsø. So if the tour lasts for 6 hours or 7 hours, and you're going to be in transportation mode for 3 of them, just remember, not everything happens in the city. In the city, you have museums, you have restaurants, you have grocery stores. This is enough for you. So, but when you book for activities, try to remember that mostly you're going to spend your time for transportation, inside the bus, inside the boat, etc., etc. And it's very important to also be ready to have some snacks with you, because if you don't want to be hungry for so many hours, and most of the camps or most of the tours don't really offer actual food. They might have some cookies or a cake or something like that. So be very mindful on food, especially. For me, at least, I really like food, so I always need to plan ahead. What do I do now with this baguette? I need this cheese to melt. So this is it. I will eat the baguette soon now, so it's time to go. Things that you should know before coming in Tromsø, or when you come in Tromsø, or after you come in Tromsø, that do people always get wrong about Tromsø. Thank you so much. See you guys very soon. I think I'm gonna make some series of videos. Thank you. And subscribe. If you don't subscribe, you will never see me again.